after Canelo just worked Chavez Jr., the negotiations, was there ever a time when you thought, this ain't happening?
I always thought it was going to happen. Gennady was frustrated last year when Canelo vacated the title. I've been in close contact with Eric Gomez the whole time. He said that, you know, look, we need to shoot for September 2017. In that time frame, Gennady sold out the O2 Arena in London. He sold out MSG against Danny Jacobs in a tough fight. And I think, you know, what Oscar said, it's a bigger event right now. I mean, it's marinated for about a year, maybe 2 years, depending on who you talk to. But now it's at its climax, and this is really, from a banner year in boxing of 2017, this is really the premier event of the year.
And you mentioned working with the Klitschko's.
Here he goes. Here he's Triple G taking off his shirt.
Oh, 2 minutes.
He looks good.
Yeah, right. I don't think we have to worry about the weigh-in.
It's Abel unveiling his masterpiece right there.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a degree of definition in his muscles that I haven't seen at this point for some of his recent fights.
That's from a lot of hard punches he's going to be throwing on September 16th.
It's hot out here.
Abel is mic'd up, so we'll be able to hear him. You just heard him say it's hot out here. His back is ripped. What are you doing? Picking up the mountain?
They do a lot of specialized exercises up there in Big Bear. Abel has
See
his
this
own
pillow?
system.
That's what Abel usually works him out with. He's not really much of a mid guy. He likes the pillow because he can really get some leverage in each shot and really work on his accuracy. It's not about looking flashy and throwing 10-punch combinations. It's about hard, damaging punches.
Abel Sanchez was pretty much sabbatical, done with boxing for a while. Gennady Golovkin walked into his gym. Abel, longtime trainer at amateur fighter, brought guys up. But Tom, the relationship between these two, it's unique, it's special, and you see that bond that they have. How tight is it?
Oh, it's a chemistry. You know, Gennady's English wasn't very good when he first came over. Abel Russian wasn't very good.
Jesus!
When he first started working with him. But they just they speak the language of boxing.
Thank you,
and
Max.
everything that Abel showed him, all the tapes, watching Chavez Sr. and just describing the style he wanted, Gennady just soaked it up. Just really
Max,
took to it.
Just 1 minute,
very
okay?
easily.
Just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Golovkin was a willing student when it came to modifying the style. He had more of that Eastern European, Central Asian amateur style that reminded me of Kostya when I saw him spar with Canelo, where it was his right hand kind of pawing more with the jab and not always coming forward. And then with Abel, over the years, you saw him develop his left side and a nice hard jab and a left hook to the body, and working the left hook with the right hand and walking guys down, but not just walking him down, applying pressure in a way that he's cutting off the ring.
He said it's just for 1 minute, so 1 minute solid shots. That left. I mean, he went full shorts and everything. I love that.
The beautiful girl.
LA Live, the plaza in front of Staples Center. You're watching Triple G in his public/media workout.
Max, help me.
And you're...
And that is power.
Stop.
See how ripped his back muscles are. He gets his power.
They are all part of Canelo's Triple G.
Same.
See that power, that pop? How many of those bags do you guys go through, Tom?
The great Abel Sanchez.
That's why it has a dent in the middle of that bag.
Training his undefeated middleweight.
Okay, a little shadow boxing, about 1 minute, and then we'll go.
Over 90 degrees at LA Live. Not that hot in Big Bear where he trains. Good lather for Gennady Golovkin. Takes on Canelo Alvarez. Sold out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. You can order online. Go to the Golden Boy website, ringtv.com. Check it out. Local cable providers. It's a 24/7 debut. Excellent first episode. Go to the Golden Boy website. You'll be seeing more exclusive footage as we lead up to September 16th. Mexican Independence Weekend. Canelo and Triple G will go at it.
Look at the footwork in the ring. That's that's what he's famous for: cutting up the ring, shortening the distance with his opponents.
He's got excellent ring generalship, excellent footwork, great balance. It's not stick and move footwork; it's close the distance footwork.
Evo, that's the guy that's announcing and he wants some of the shirts to toss out.
Now that is fundamentals, basics, the foundation. Okay. Too many guys now want to come up and do 18 punch combinations, and they skip this right here. Abel Sanchez keeps it real over the camera.
And you don't see Abel slapping the mitts against Gennady's gloves. Gennady's actually hitting the mitts with the gloves, just like Emmanuel Stewart used to do. There was those are old school boxing coaches, and that's where you show the real power.
What's his day like during camp?
Gennady's day? He's a machine up there. He wakes up about 6 o'clock in the morning. They go running about 6:15. He'll do his running and cardio till about 9 for 3 hours. He'll eat breakfast. He'll sleep. He starts training again about 3 until about 6:30. He'll eat dinner and he'll sleep. That's really the commitment, the dedication. A lot of fighters can't take the lifestyle and the discipline that it takes up there in Big Bear, and a lot of them go home after about a week.
Yeah, and they go AWOL. Absolutely.
Well, there's another thing there too, right? Where it's so old school. It's no women in the gym, right? No friends, no entourage.
That's true.
It's come in and you work, and that's it.
No BS, pretend trainers. No conditioning coaches.
None of that. Well, actually, I spoke with David Benavidez Jr., who's gone up to camp. And Benavidez been in camp with different guys. He said he came away so impressed with the professionalism that Gennady Golovkin showed.
That's right. David Benavidez is up there training right now, and he's a tremendous fighter, Benavidez.
20 years old, fighting for a title. He was in a camp recently, and he said that he tried running with Triple G. He wasn't invited to run with him, but he tried running alongside. He's like, whatever workout he was doing, he wanted to do the same one. Because why wouldn't you want to emulate the guy who's the premier of the 160? Crowd, a lot of them showed up since 8 o'clock this morning. Fired up, hot. A smile on his face. Twin brother Max. Gennady Golovkin, September 16th in Las Vegas, takes on Triple G. I want to thank Tom Law for joining us. Tom, once again, the September 16th, when you go at it, now that it's here, forget these guys. How excited are you?
This is a dream come true. I tell you, this is one of the big, this is probably the biggest event. Wembley Stadium was great with Klitschko and Joshua. That, a heavyweight championship at the soccer stadium. When you got a fight like this between the two guys, the two best middleweights in their prime at T-Mobile in Las Vegas, this just takes everything to a whole different level. And this is why the fans are so excited.
As our colleague Steve Kim said, Tom Loeffler went radio silence. Good news for everybody. And sure enough, a couple of days later, Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez deal was announced. Tom, I know you got to go with your fighter. Appreciate you joining us. Let's listen in right now.
All these fans out here, Triple G fans since 6 a.m. There's been fans lined up out here. How great is that feeling for a man like you?
Absolutely crazy. Thank you very much, everybody, for big support. Not only for me or for Canelo, for sport, for boxing sport, for true boxing fight, for true boxing sport. Thank you very much.
Triple G, there's been some of the best fights have ever came down in the middleweight division. Hearns, Hagler, Leonard, Duran. of course, the great Bernard Hopkins reigning as undisputed middleweight champion. Where does Canelo Triple G rate with all these mega fights in your eyes?
You're absolutely right. So many great people, so many great champions, say in middleweight division, yeah. I think this is first step to history, the same, like a long time ago. Guys, we bring boxing position back. Remember, don't lose this fight, because this is true fight. True boxing fight, guys.
Before we let you go, Triple G, before I let you go, I know you got more interviews to do and so much more to handle today, this afternoon in LA. What would you like to say to all the fans? What would you like to say to the world of boxing September 16th for Canelo Triple G Canelo?
This is biggest day for boxing, you know. I respect Canelo team. I know him long time. And I know my style. Guys, thank you very much for support for us, you know, for boxing. I promise we bring amazing show, big gift, guys, for you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, LA, y'all give it up for the undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
And there you see a Mexican flag with Gennady Golovkin's name on it.
That's unprecedented.
Fans love him. He embraces the culture. And it's, I mean, a lot of people refer like, oh, that's a marketing ploy. You know, you want to go and you get after it. I mean, how many people have come in with like Mexican colors or a sombrero patronizing him? But this is legit real when you're in Big Bear with Abel Sanchez and you go and you figure everything out, and here he is. Beth Duran, Doug Fisher, and now the third member of our crew, Jessica Rosales, inside the ring.
All right, thank you, Betho and Doug. I didn't even work out, and I'm sweating here, so I can only imagine how hot it was for you in the ring. But first and foremost, we are in that home stretch. The fight is coming so closely. What are you most looking forward to about seeing Canelo in the ring?
You know, today is nothing. Today just, we're coming for people, you know, just September 16th is the biggest day, more hard, more warm, more amazing.
So what makes Canelo your biggest challenge?
Yeah, Canelo, he is not regular guy, you know, he is extra. You know, last couple of years he looks very strong, you know. I'm still in middleweight division, long-time champions. Right now he's coming in middleweight division, you know. Who is number one in the middleweight division? See you September 16th.
We're about to find out, and of course, talking about that middleweight division, this is basically a very important fight, not only for boxing, but for that middleweight division. What do you think this fight kind of stands for and defines in that division?
You know, last couple of years we destroyed anybody. And right now, I don't know who is number 2, who is number 3, you know, I know just Canelo and me. Who win? Probably, you know, just, maybe, I don't know, people said like pound for pound king, you know, no. Not for me. You know, this is biggest fight for history, you know, for support for people, because biggest day to Mexico, you know, like Independence Day, September 16, you know, so many people watch this fight. You know, this is true fight.
So we had some people yelling that they love you over here. What do you want to say to them?
Thank you very much for support, not only for me, you know, for boxing, for my team, for this time, for today. I love you too, guys. Thank you. We're together.
Thank you so much for the time. Good seeing you.
Gennady Golovkin with Jessica Rosales, a big crowd at LA Live as Gennady has just finished his brief workout. This was more for the fans, for the crowd to enjoy and to get a chance to see this. Not too often do you ever get to see a fighter like this put on the work. The Hollywood sign in Southern California. More from LA Live and Canelo Triple G public workouts.
I was at 164.
Yeah, this is more natural.
Yes, absolutely. Now, he is not a super middleweight. He is a full-bodied middleweight. He's taken his time in moving up to the middleweight division, even though he won the linear title in November of 2015. And if you ask me, I think he was ready to be a full-fledged middleweight last year. However, he'd spent so much of his career at junior middleweight, he was just comfortable, I think, mentally fighting at 154 or 155. But I think after his performance against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he realizes he trains better and he fights better, allowing himself to train at the higher weight and to fight at the heavier weight.
I mean, you see the towel. I ain't even gonna hide it. I'm just toweling myself off right now. The makeup is gone. I'm not even forgetting. We've been out for a while. I'm Doug Fisher, and if it's hot underneath the tent, it's over 90 degrees on my phone, which is already burning. You know it's hot inside that ring. And Canelo Alvarez putting on the gloves. This is a different than your normal media workout. A lot of times the guys come in, they'll shadow box, they'll do this feedback. It's for show. Today, these guys are legit punching. They're legit throwing it.
Yeah, and that's what the fans want to see because they're rooting for their guys. Some of them are putting money down on their favorite fighter, and they want to know what they look like. They want to look at their faces, see if there's any marks or anything like that. They want to look at the quality of their muscles. They want to look at their bodies, if they look a little paunchy, if they look a little drawn in, like they're drying out to make weight. These guys look great. They don't look like that. They look like they're ready to fight right now.
Canelo Alvarez, La Reforma, Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. He's in there with Eddie Reynoso, the only trainer he's ever had. His brother Roberto started him. When he walked in with Eddie and Chepo, his father, and with him since day one. Here's some of those punches right now.
He's punching with a lot of leverage, a lot of snap. It's not with the same power or foot that you heard with Gennady Golovkin. And I don't think Canelo is coming into this fight trying to be the physically stronger or the more powerful puncher. But what's obvious is he does have sufficient power to get respect in there, and that's the most important thing.
We're in downtown Los Angeles, across from Staples Center, watching Canelo Alvarez. Thanks for everybody watching all over the world. Terry in East LA, Terry Roslo, China's out. You're right. These two dudes, as you just tweeted, look great. I mean, that's what you want to see from a fighter 3 weeks out. Also that strut both of them had in that ring.
They have that confidence because they've been at the top for so long and they've been attractions for so long, so they're used to the spotlight. They're used to having a lot of pressure on them. They're used to having a legion of fans wanting them to fulfill their wishes, which is to go out there and to win and to look good and to bring pride to their home countries, but also to the sport of boxing.
Now, they're not doing a full workout. This is for show. This is for the cameras, for the fans. I'm sure they're going to go and have a real intense workout later.
Yeah, and the sun is very strong. They don't want to overexert themselves or stay out here too long. And that just wouldn't be healthy. But they're putting some effort into this workout, and the fans appreciate it, and they deserve it because they've been standing out here for so long.
Jess, what's it looking like?
All right, guys, I told you that we were out here with the fans and that they have been here all morning and they keep chanting Canelo, Canelo. And right now I have found some fans that have been here since 6 in the morning today. And it is really loud over here, so I hope you guys are not trying to talk to me because I cannot hear anything. But I got to introduce you to my new friends. We've got Tony, Victor, and Brian, who came out here at 6 a.m. I was asleep at 6 a.m. Come here, Tony. Why did you guys wake up and get here so early? What is so important for you to be here?
I came to see the man, Canelo, baby, #1.
Never would I imagine waking up at, what time did you wake up? Because you were here at 6.
Well, we woke up around 5:15, 5:30.
All for Canelo. Why?
He's the man. He's the man.
All right, and so I see you're wearing the Lakers shirt. You got the Dodgers shirt. You're wearing the Canelo band. Why is Canelo such a staple here in Los Angeles? Why do you think he represents the people here?
You know what? It's just the hard work. He's just a man of the people. We support him for that.
We got Victor here, so we're going to get Victor's analysis on this. Victor, it's going to be a tough fight for Canelo against Triple G. How do you see this playing out?
I think they're both professionals and consummate boxers of the sweet science. I think it's going to go the distance, and whoever makes a mistake, that's who's going to get caught.
So he sees it going the distance, guys. We're going to be talking to some more fans while we're out here. But I think I'm going to start hanging out with these guys. They look like a real fun bunch. We'll throw it back to you.
Man, Jessica, hopefully those guys got a mover as they got here to Staples Center at 6 in the morning. I don't even want to know how much paper parking. It was worth it.
Seeing different types of mitt work, pad work with Canelo. We saw the pool noodles, which is more defensive. We saw the pillow, which is more about power and accuracy. And now we're seeing the hand mitts, which is more about combinations and speed and fluidity. And I think Canelo has that. I think one of his edges going into this matchup, at least physically speaking, is his quickness, his hand speed.
Wearing the green, white, and red Everlast with his CA logo. Canelo Alvarez. How old is he, Doug?
26 years old.
I just want to hear you say that because he's still a pup.
Yes, he is.
10 years experience, but he's a pup.
He's just now entering his athletic prime and physical peak.
Gennady Golovkin, 2004 silver medalist. He's how old?
He's 35, but ages in boxing are a funny thing. Not all 30-year-olds or 35-year-olds are the same. For instance, Miguel Cotto, who's going to go into the Hall of Fame. He's 36 years old. He's only 1 year.
Cotto's 36?
He's 36.
We saw him Saturday.
Yes. Yeah, he's just 1 year older than Golovkin, but he's been a pro since late 2000. Gennady Golovkin didn't turn pro until 2006. So not as much wear and tear on his body. Plus, he hasn't been in a whole lot of wars because he's got that power.
Face.
Yeah.
Cotto's face has the wars.
Yeah, he's been in some fights.
Beto Duran, Doug Fisher, Jessica Rosales here at LA Live watching Canelo Alvarez. De Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. But he trains for camps in San Diego. Gennady Golovkin from Kazakhstan trains for his camps in Big Bear. Both of these fighters going away from their families, sacrificing. You know, by the time we get to September 16th, they're going to be so hungry and just ready to get this going.
Everybody's ready for this fight.
Like we get excited because we love what we do. But when you actually see it and you see the crowd reaction to it, how people are so involved with this, it makes it even more special for us. And really, for me, I really appreciate what we have and get so close to this. But if you're a fan out there right now, when have you ever been able to get this close to see this?
No, and it gives us a taste of what we can expect in Las Vegas. If you can get this many people out 3 weeks out from the fight for a media workout, they just want to get a live glimpse of them. Imagine what it's going to be like at the final press conference, and the weigh-in is going to be insane. That's going to be great.
In other words, if you're planning on going Friday night, don't, man. You know what? You got those vacation days. You got those. I mean, no, if you
come out early, seriously. This is a real boxing event, and it's a real fight. We keep hearing that. Golovkin kept saying it. This is true fight. This is a real fight, and it's for true fans and real fans, and that's a very special atmosphere and experience in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird. Let me go see two guys stand on a scale, but it's a different vibe when Canelo has it. When he brings his crowd, when Gennady brings his crowd, I cannot wait to be there that day. Obviously, you can watch it on Ring TV, but to be in the building, in the casino, the atmosphere, everything about it. That Friday, the buzz is tremendous. If we saw it for Canelo and Chavez, because it was a rivalry for Mexico, I can't imagine the one for Canelo and Triple G.
Yeah, I mean, Canelo Chavez was super intense. It was packed. It was a great.
Let me translate that for you. Muchas gracias, thank you, and Viva Mexico. Which
one more time.
I don't know. I got to be in Spanish. I could have figured that one out. There you see Jessica Rosales running after Canelo. Go get him, Jess. Get him. Come on, Rosales. What kind of juice you got?
Thank you, Canelo.
Yeah, Rosales. All right.
Yeah. All right, Canelo. So first off, the fight is coming up. It will be here sooner than we expect. What are you most looking forward to about seeing Triple G in the ring?
No, espero el mejor Golovkin. Sé que es un peleador fuerte. Es el peleador más peligroso que me voy a enfrentar en mi carrera. Sé que va a ser una gran pelea, pero estamos listos para esto y para más. Estamos listos para brindarle una gran pelea al público y hacer historia.
No, obviously, I know what I have in front of me. I know Golovkin is a fighter dedicated, strong, the most dangerous of my point in my career. But I'm ready for him and what's next to come. That's why we prepared. And to give the fans a beautiful fight.
So would you say that this fight against Triple G is more important for the sport of boxing or more important for this middleweight division?
No, para la gente del boxeo en sí. Para la gente del boxeo, para la afición del boxeo, para la gente mexicana, la gente que quería esta pelea, aquí está. Yo lo que sí les voy a decir, voy a dar lo mejor de mí, espero él también para poderles brindar una gran pelea, porque en una pelea se ocupan dos y espero también él tenga la misma mentalidad para poderles brindar una gran pelea.
They can expect a great fight. This fight's for you, for all the fans that have been asking for this fight. We know that in a fight, it takes two to tango. I'm ready. You know what you're going to get from me. Let's just hope he brings it as well.
Muchas gracias a todos. Gracias.
Thanks for the time, guys. We'll send it back to you.
Great job, Jessica Rosales. Roberto Diaz, Golden Boy matchmaker, was translated. And for those of you wondering,